permit us, we're starting a little late. It's a Women's Day stuff, so you need to keep a special tribute to we're celebrating women in technology. So all the women need to get ready before they come here, right? It's their day. I'm just here, just they will take over from me in a little bit. I just want to say welcome to everybody. Today is session number, is this 46? Yes, 46. And the topic is women in technology and ONPASSIVE. So we have these great panelists over here. From my left, top left, I have Dr. Benedict Blessing Tinglet from the USA. Next, I have Sister Yasmin from the UK. I have Sister Mina from the UK as well. I have Lister from Canada. I myself, Dr. Patience Ajogwen from the USA. Naka Awili from Canada and Engineer Bridget Kamsi from the USA. So these women will be telling us things. They will be teaching us, they will be bringing us some statistics, they'll be bringing us some points that we can learn about what women are doing in the technology industry. And we are celebrating women in technology today. So before I start, I will definitely give us one video that I prepared today. That video is talking about our ONPASSIVE disruptive technology. Then after that, I will hand it over to the women. And most probably, I don't know whether it's Dr. Patient to coordinate or who, I don't know, but you people will have a blast this evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And there you go. Let's go. The video. Okay, so that video is a small short video. It's telling us about the disruptive technology that ONPASSIVE has. It has words that have been defined there, like disruptive technology, information, artificial intelligence, machine learning, automation, single sign-on, configuration management tools. All those words are being defined there. So if you have a time, check it on my YouTube channel. You will see it there. It is brand new. I created it just some hours ago. So it is for all of us ONPASSIVians. You can check on it and you see, make use of it. So tonight, we are celebrating women in technology. I'm giving it over to Dr. Pat. So Dr. Pat, there you go. Take it over. Uh-oh. Okay. We're not hearing you. Come now, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Sorry about that. Again, thank you, Engineer Mike. Today's topic is women in technology and ONPASSIVE, the effect. Before we go into the topic of today, we know this is the Women History Month, and we just had the International Women's Day yesterday, and Wednesday, March 8th. So today we're going to just, before I go into the main topic of today, I just want to say some few attributes that I can use to describe a woman. A woman, W, warm, they're winners. they are willing, they are warriors. Oh, they're optimistic, they're observant, they're open-minded, orderly, open-hearted. M, they are meticulous, mindful, marvelous, modest, magnificent. E, extraordinary, empathetic, effective, efficient, enthusiastic, encourager, educators. And N, they are nurturing, they are neat, they are noble. So there are a lot of attributes we can use to define a woman. Resilient, reliable, trustworthy, results-driven, passionate, homemaker, ambitious, brilliant, creativity, curious, brave, determined, decisive, independent, kind-hearted, powerful, remarkable, smart, and so on and so forth. So the topic for tonight is what? Women on passive, women in technology, and on passive the effect. What a great topic on a day like this. A day that we just left from celebrating the Women International Day. A day that falls on a Women History Month. So the theme for this year, so this topic did not just come accidentally. The theme for this year is digital innovation and technology for gender equality. Even though we have some great women in technology.
Dr. Pat,
Yes?
we lost your camera.
What happened?
Okay, it came back. Thank you.
Even though we have some great women in technology, there's still some gap. So the emphasis of the theme this year is to highlighting that gap in STEM. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We have some great leaders. If anybody has watched Hidden Figures, a movie based on a life story of a lot of Black women actually that were working in NASA, and they used to call them human computers. They were so great, but they still considered them second class, even though their white male counterpart would go for them for solution. It was like they were doing the women a favor. They were the one of them, I think, Elsa actually gave the solution for the ship, the ship to travel, right? But they were not valued yet. So we have come into an area that we are trying to really close that gap and acknowledge the fact that there's a lot of powerful women in technology. They've done a lot. The first computer algorithm was developed by a woman. But I wasn't going to go into history. The part of this question, the topic of today is ONPASSIVE, the effect. So ONPASSIVE is a technological company that is developing technological product for solutions for businesses. And there are a lot of women in ONPASSIVE. So how does it tie in? So ONPASSIVE is bridging that gap. ONPASSIVE is bridging the gap because a lot of the women now have this opportunity to use these tools. They'll use it for themselves. They'll use it to educate their children. They'll use it to fend for their family. They'll use it to uplift their current situation. So we want to just thank the great CEO. We can't stop by not thanking her, Mr. Ash Mufara, who have a high esteem for women. If you know, he always acknowledge his mother and his wife. He says all of us could not have life without a woman. So a woman has to birth us. So women are that powerful. They bring human beings to life. So being in ONPASSIVE and with a CEO that see that vision, that having great women is very important for business. It's created an all-women platform for women education, for women to group together. So ONPASSIVE is going to play a very big role to bridge this gap. And I have my esteemed sisters here that are going to go into the detail of the technological part today. Today, I wanted just to give an overview how ONPASSIVE is going to bring that effect. The effect to give women financial freedom. Maybe they become entrepreneurs because now they can use the brilliant mind to discover more things. The effect of giving them a platform to be valuable. The effect of giving them tools to be used to elevate themselves more. So ONPASSIVE is going to be instrumental to bridge this gap in STEM. I'm not going to waste so much time, but I'm going to call one of the queens today in not any order. I think I'm going to go with Queen Yasmin. if Queen Yasmin, if you can start us off today with the topic, because I know you guys are going to bring the technology and the statistics. Remember, today I did not do any statistics. Today I'm just in the background because I have powerful women with us today that's going to talk about women in technology. Over to you, Queen Yasmin, all the way from the UK.
Thank you very much, my sister, and all our panelists. And a special thanks to our king, our brother, Engineer Mike, of giving us this platform. Tonight, as we are still partying the International Women's Day, and we are dedicating to women in technology. One, I have been researching this subject because our brother, Engineer Mike, always gives us, like students, homework, and we will do as siblings. That's good. We are learning a lot, even ourselves. So I was researching this subject, and always it blows my mind how our genius CEO is moving into this subject and how he designed about his marketing and inclusion. It always drives me crazy. I always ask myself, is it coincidence? And I say, no, it doesn't. During my research, I discovered women in technology. We are all women in technology. And still I got our saying, numbers do not lie, in that report. And this report has been made by Zurich. Statistics as recent as December 2022 show that women hold 26.7% of technology-related jobs in a software engineering by Zurich report. Women report a lack of equal pay, which is also discouraging women to go more into technology. So they are not taking part as they have been planned by some strategical and governmental reach in a number to be included. The percentage of women pursuing STEM subject in higher education is on decline. According to the report, women achieve 18% of new computer science degree. More than 50% of women in technology report gender inequality, discrimination, harassment. Just those holding CEO are women. Not because still the young girls are limited or senior leader lacking a role model ladies in technology at this also year of era. So comparing to our CEO, sometimes also I doubt, and we need as the brand ambassadors of our corporate to check, because when I see the brand ambassadors, I see more female numbers. I don't know the exact name, but that barrier has been already breaking by our CEO and ONPASSIVE bringing to this world, where we have given the inclusion always has been said by the United Nations, by the reports, by the government. Before even we start, we have just closed that gap. And we need to know exactly the number of female participants in our brand ambassadors. That's what we need to be proud of and say in a number of ways to the public. I'm sure the number are more female. Also, I am taking this opportunity to bring Arjana Jain, or Jane Arjana, who has been upbringed in Ranchi, India, eastern part of the country. She is from India. Her father was engineer and consulting firm of Mekong. Arjana loved mathematics and science fiction and stories of Isaac Asimov. She learned her master's degree in information system at the Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey. She is app developer at Zurich Cloud Center. Also, I discovered this, which is a good news about this lady, empowering new generation in this report as well of Zurich, in women in tech, empowering a new generation of tech leaders Marjana J. works in technology. She also spent over 2 decades in USA, primarily working for Verizon. So she has been emerging in tech scenes in both countries. Also, they have joined it. Now she's in the middle of USA and India, having been named Suraj's CTO last June. She, along with Siwan Lu Group, head of business development and capabilities, is set to launch a new program in collaboration with I Am the Code, an initiative that's enabling 1 million women and girls to code by 2030 to provide equal opportunities for everyone who wants to thrive in technology. The program kicks off on International Women's Day as we speak now. This year, along with the Z Zurich Foundation, has already been committed to equip Kenya's Kakuma refugee camp, where all my family has spent more than 10 years during the Civil War, which is located in the border of Kenya and Sudan. They already committed to equip Kenya's Kakuma refugee camp with 1,000 laptops. The program will also engage 100 Zurich employees in technology and operations function to participate as mentors, building relationship with young women and girls in the refugee camp. Tech is increasingly playing a big part in our lives. Having women to build the tech products will ensure that their needs are considered. So I have just concluding about this good news that they are also Zurich equipping in technology. And this is what we have to think as a global brand ambassadors. A lot of developing countries have been neglected by their young people at this era of technology. And it's our job to take it from here. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow. Thank you, Sister Yasmin. Thank you for letting us know that a woman, I think it's Rasma, is running a program for girls who can code and is planning to get more girls into technology. And you said something. Coming into ONPASSIVE as a brand ambassador, they did not ask our gender. So we all came in equal. That's how ONPASSIVE is closing the gap. They did not say that you're a woman, you will be less a brand ambassador, and you're a man, you're more of a brand ambassador. We are all brand ambassadors in a technological company. So ONPASSIVE is closing that gap. ONPASSIVE is that gap filler. Thank you. And I will go to our next queen, except our brother hasn't been.
Excuse me, sister. I forgot just to remind our brand ambassadors to open their eyes, as we are doing here in the UK, me and Amina, to get connected to the, the tech women groups are increasing, and it's happening in every city in your local cities. So it's time that we have to start networking before we have our links, because a lot of people who are hungry about ONPASSIVE are not aware of it. So it's as a brand ambassador, we have to go and participate and go to these meetings. So I will just highlight 4 meetings which are happening, and I forgot, sorry about this. As
okay.
ONPASSIVE is doing Women's Day, hosted as Women's International, which is happening in Dubai. There is also UK Cyber Week, Expo and Conference between the 4th and 5th of April. If you are living in UK, you should be looking at this event. I'm going, I registered myself. UK Cyber Week Conference between 4th and the 5th of April. There is also Digital Women's Awards in Birmingham, 22nd of March. There is also London Tech Week, which is happening 12th and 16th of June. And also around Europe, Europe's largest tech event, which is taking part on the 28th and 29th of June, where there will be 4,500 tech leaders, RAI, in Amsterdam. So if you are around there, please just go. It's free events, and you should be starting by networking and exposing ONPASSIVE to like-minded people. It is good for your business. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Yasmin, for telling us about those meetings. Please, if you're listening, you're a woman in technology, and you can attend this meeting. Please ensure to attend. I think one is coming up from tomorrow in Dubai. And if you are a woman raising a daughter, a young girl, please give them that mindset that they could do it. They can be in technology if that is their heart desire. And for women in technology, please network with each other. And that's so that we can close that gap. ONPASSIVE is already doing that. Let's keep networking so we can close that gap. Thank you, Sister Yasmin. And I'm going to call on Sister Amina. I don't know. I'm calling the two UK people first because I think they're 4 a.m. but it's a crazy time. Sister Amina, if you can just enlighten us on the topic women in technology and how is ONPASSIVE effective.
Thank you very much, Sister Beth, Dr. Beth, and all my other beautiful sisters and my brother. And I have something that I can share with you. So women and digital technology, or technology, digital is a technology. Women and digital industry. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I think it's visible, yeah? Okay, women using is 48% compared to 50%. That means the global internet user gap is 10% in all regions of the world. More men than women are using internet. Women are involving other responsibilities like parenting and etc., etc. Another reason is girls and women often have less access to technology areas compared to boys and men, particularly in countries like our countries. Girls and women struggle to afford access. It's just another measurement that I'm going to give you. But increasing digital opportunities is making significant contribution to empowering by providing them with access to digital technologies, online leadership programs, and experimental learning opportunities. It is breaking down. All women need now is to understand where the world is moving. Technology work, get training, increase their job opportunities, and involve more digital technology. Now, ONPASSIVE globally, as a women founders, we should about the ONPASSIVE, our company ONPASSIVE, share and reach more women. On behalf of women, let's do more digital rather than traditional job. That is the end. And after, I will stop sharing, but I am a part of digital women. They are, their aim is to reach or recruit or train as a digital women 1 million women by 2025. And we are holding, have an event in Birmingham 22nd or 23rd, I think 23rd of March of this month. I'm part of it. I'm going there. Even I requested to give me, speaking opportunity. And when I got that, I wanted to introduce them and tell about the ONPASSIVE. Thank you very much to give me this opportunity and this platform to talk about this beautiful platform. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you, Sister Amina. 48% of women are using internet compared to 52% of women. ONPASSIVE is here to bridge that gap. Because with the powerful women ONPASSIVE, me and you, or you and I being one of them, it is our duty to ensure that we use the tool that ONPASSIVE is going to provide to us to bring more of our girls in technology. And I think ONPASSIVE is going to bridge the gap of access to technology for girls, as that Sister Amina said. Why? Our tools are friendly, they are easy to use, they're affordable, and with a lot of powerful brand ambassador women on the platform, we are going to bring these girls into technology. So ONPASSIVE has already bridged the gap. That's the effect on ONPASSIVE. So let's do it. Let's get that goal. 1 million. It's a 1 million by 2025. And in technology, ONPASSIVE is going to bridge that gap because, as I said, all of us are brand ambassadors, and we're a lot of women on it. We are equally brand ambassadors. We're not lesser brand ambassador than somebody else. It is our opportunity now to use ONPASSIVE, the platform, that it will be effective to bridge that gap, to bridge the gap. Thank you, my sister, and let's keep doing what we have to do as women to get our daughters, to get our fellow women, to get our mothers, to get everybody in every age to be conversant with technology and make our life easier. All right. So who am I going to call next? Do anybody want to volunteer, or should I keep volunteering people? I'll give you 2 seconds. If you don't volunteer, I'm going to volunteer you. Not up to 2 seconds, 1 second. Anybody? Anybody? All right, Sister Listra, come on
I
down.
knew it. I knew it. That's why I was staying quiet here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I am not as technical as Yasmin and Amina, but I am going to do my best. Okay. Now, we know that male have always dominated the tech industry. Right, Engineer Mike? Right. But in the recent years, women have made an important breakthrough in the field of technology. A breakthrough that is expected to grow in enormous ways in the years to come. In 2020, only 17% of computer-related roles were filled by women. 26 years ago, that percentage was only 11%, and that was in 1994. As Sister Yasmin showed, I think it was her, that now women are in technology so much more. I think you showed what, 50%? 54? Anyway, so we've come a long way, and I'm saying we because I am coming along with them. We have come a long way. Women have broken down barriers and making a huge impact in this field. They are shaping the future of the tech world. Women are creating communities, providing membership, advocating for diversity and inclusion, promoting education and skill building, and inspiring the next generation. Women contributions to technology are essential because they are bringing a critical perspective that has been missing for a long period of time. Women use their unique skills and knowledge to deliver innovative solutions, to create opportunities, and to open doors with new possibilities. By empowering female tech leaders, we are promoting equal access to opportunities and encouraging technology further. Women tech leaders also go further by making sure they support other women in that field. By doing so, they can rise together. Many more women are needed in the tech field today if they want to continue making an impact. In ONPASSIVE, there are many women in that field today. They are growing in numbers as they help to provide ONPASSIVE with the best technology in the field today. Look at our products that we have seen so far. Our ONPASSIVE sisters in India and Dubai have had a lot to do with that outcome as well. I'll stop there, but before I do, okay, I want to say, Engineer Mike, what a fitting subject to have us speak about today, just one day after Women International Day. That was amazing. And thank you to all the women for all they do, for the long hours they put into making ONPASSIVE a success. Thank you, and God bless.
Yeah, well, thank you, Sister Lisha. We've come a long way indeed. 11% in 1994, so far you said?
Yes.
So about 7% nowadays. We're bridging the gap. We've come a long way, but we still have ways to go. And ONPASSIVE is going to help us. So women tend to, because women are so brave and independent and they can multitask, do it things all, we tend not to network. So let's try to start networking with each other in the field. Let's try to network, go to support groups, and try to be able to talk out, right? What I've realized as a woman that is in STEM field is when you go to a room, most of the time you go to a room with a field of men, the first thing you doubt yourself. You sit back, you try to listen, then you realize that what they're saying, you know it. So it's just the confident. We are very resource driven, but because they make us feel like, why is she here? It's a woman. When I went to secondary school, and in the we call it third form 3, we used to choose our subject and kind of, and the science incline and the arts incline. And I remember going to the physics class, and the physics teacher actually told me, "Are you sure you have not come to the wrong room?" I said, "No, I know the room I am." So I just want to remind you that geography class and history class is in the other door. I said, I can't do geography or history because I cannot read for my life and remember numbers. But I can do physics because it's logical and I can do logic. And the next class was applied mathematics, same thing. And the teacher was so surprised that at the end of the semester I was still coming. Because after that, he made a comment that I give you 2 weeks. That 2 weeks, you're going to leave the class. I actually had a nickname called FT Quest. For those in Cameroon, you know what that means. FT Quest means somebody that is crazy with math. But thank God for what the people in my life instilled in me. That's what I could do, and I didn't want let anybody intimidate me. Thank you, Sister Alicia. Let's network. Let's support ourselves. Let's talk for ourselves, right? I know I'm in corporate America, and I'll tell you that I'm not good at that. Okay, I've seen people being promoted, and you are like, what did they do that you're not doing? But we women don't know how to sell ourselves. That's the truth. Because we are modest, we believe that they should see our results to speak for themselves. So we don't know how to sell ourselves. So let's start learning how to sell ourselves. It's a difficult skill, but if we work together, network, we can find that. Because you see a man who be in a meeting and they're saying things that and you're like, seriously, is that a big deal? We don't know how to sell ourselves. So let's start learning how to sell ourselves. Let's keep bridging the gap. Let's use the ONPASSIVE tools to bridge the gap, because ONPASSIVE is a technological company. We're in it. We're all now part of STEM, right? Because we're in ONPASSIVE, and ONPASSIVE is technology. So we're already doing that. So Sister Lisa, you're in technology, whether you like it or not. You're in ONPASSIVE, you're in technology. All of us are in technology right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to call on, who wants to go next? Or else I will call. I will randomly call. Who wants to go next? All right, they want me to call them. Sister Naka, I want to hear from you next. Come on down. I don't know, your internet is playing or is your volume? Sister Naka, can you hear us? Thumbs up if you can hear us.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Patience. And good evening, my queens. And good evening, King Engineer Mike. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to be here and talk about one of exciting topic. This is Women's Month, and we are so privileged to talk about ourselves. Very exciting. So, the topic, wow, my sister have done a lot already, but I have something to say anyway. So I have to admit that still in 21st century, we still have a lot to do. A lot has to be done regarding gender inequality. And we still have a lot of issue in corporate world. As a society, we are conditioned to think that certain genders.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just going to say we're ending the officially.
Okay.
We're ending the webinar.
Sorry,
now.
I don't know. Is it
After
from
party,
me or okay?
request,
Excuse me. Okay.
for after party.
So I was trying to say that as a society, we are conditioned to think a certain way, that some genders have to fit into a certain role, and some people can or cannot do certain things, right? So females, like when I say doctor, usually we have a lot of doctors here, but usually we will think it's a male. And then when you say nurse, they will automatically think about a female. That's how the society is thinking. So despite this perception, the high pay gap and low unemployment rate among the women is still there. And, thinking about technology is even worse, right? Example, 3 years ago in US, women presented only 19% of engineering graduates and 18% of computer science graduates. This is really a huge gap. So why is it like that? Why this huge gap? According to research, in 60s and 70s, boys and girls had equally no access to computers. Back then, computers were like really huge. It can be a size of a living room. So in 80s, that size really changed dramatically. So when they created like a personal computer, so when personal computer came to the market, family then they choose to buy these computers and only put them in boys' rooms. So boys were using and get familiar to all these gadgets and computers, whereas women were left behind and they didn't get that familiarity with these computers. So you can see there the gap in knowledge and in confidence. So women lost the confidence, and then they avoid that field of technology. So luckily today, many organizations saw that gap, and then they decided to do something, trying to close the gap and empowering women. We need more women in technology. So why? Because companies are looking to hire more women, because women should work side to side with the men, and it's very important because it will the products will have safer and more inclusive to use product. Diversity is also diversity can also create revenue. Study shows that 70 to 80% of consumers products are bought by women. So shouldn't they be a part of designing this product? I think it's really important. They should be a part of the team designing this product for us. In 2018, in California was became the first state to require company to put female director on their boards. Men, men and especially women, with their high emotional intelligence, see things differently. Working together leads to better problem solving in a company. So it will also boost performance at the high level. So talking about ONPASSIVE, women in ONPASSIVE, we know that in ONPASSIVE, the first product launched by our CEO was All Women. I remember that. That was the first product. Why? Because our CEO value women. He always talk about his mom who raised him, and he's talking about his wife. He loved them dearly, and we do too. Thank you, both women, for borrowing their lovely son and husband to us to lift humanity. In ONPASSIVE, our CEO has appointed many women in leadership roles. We can see Dr. Soha, and then Susan. All the women, especially in Hyderabad, we can see a lot of women in the leadership. They are directors, they are senior, leading the teams in Hyderabad, because our CEO is valuing the woman in our company. So we know that value will be increasing in the future, and we are here to empower because our CEO is empowering women, and through us we will be inspiring other women to be in leadership and help other women. Thank you so much, Dr. Patience. Over to you.
Wow. When Engineer Mike brought this topic, I knew it was the right topic for the right time that we were. But I was like, what are we going to talk about? And you ladies have just blown it. Naka said 70 to 80% of products are purchased by women. So if you're going to buy something, aren't you going to be part of the designing? And a lot of companies are trying to bring women into their leadership, including our CEO. We see the dream team that was revealed to us. They were all strong women. You see, when they go to Hyderabad and show some of the people that are project leads, leading the product for our coding side, are women. And if you look at it, it's not that he's putting them there because they are women. He's putting them there, they're not only women, they are qualified to be in that position. So it's not like we're doing gender equality just for the sake of it. We're doing gender equality because there are qualified women that are not in their appropriate career, appropriate position, appropriate pay grade because they are women. And ONPASSIVE is changing that narrative. So gender inequality starts by us, parents, and sometimes we don't realize it. Naka, you said something. When we want to buy toys, we buy the cars, we buy the technological things give it to our sons. What do we give their daughters? The doll, the cook, the what? We give them mini stove, mini oven. Yes, we know women are nurturing they're nurturing in nature, they're nurturing in nature, but we start creating that gap at home instead of giving them both opportunity. We know one of the greatest chefs in the world are men. Give them both opportunity. Let them thrive where their heart desire is. So ONPASSIVE is going to close that gap. And us, Nakai said, we're buying 70 to 80% of products, and women are educators. So if you don't bring us to be part of the development, we are educating, right? We are the one educating our family. By nature, we are nurturing, we're educators. So if we're not in there to bring that education back to the future, the future generation, that gap will keep continuing. But I'm glad that a lot of companies, a lot of organizations, the women organization was brought to bring this gap in place, not only for gap in technology, also for gap in what? Wages.
Yes.
So ONPASSIVE is changing that narrative. ONPASSIVE have hired powered women. When I saw their resumes, I was like, what? So there are women out there that have the credentials, but they don't have the opportunity to be in that leadership role that they desire in technology, so more women can aspire to be like them. Thank you, Sister Naka. So, who is going next? All right, nobody's putting their hand up. I'll do my magic. All right, Sister Joyce, go ahead. Come on down.
Hello, Sister Pat and everyone. It's good to be back. And
nice to see you, my sister. Wow.
Thank you.
To see you.
Nice to see you all too. I'm excited to be back. You ladies have already blown it out of the water. You've said everything that could be said. But I think Lister touched on so much that I was going to say. And this is a great topic, as you said. And in the past, like it said, men have dominated the industry, and they've always gone before. And women were always underrepresented and struggled to even break through the glass ceiling. So women are growing in the technology field, and just a couple things that touch on here is like communities are important for women. Communities, ONPASSIVE is doing this, is providing a safe space for women in the industry, so that we can have these communities that give opportunities to network and to create mentorships and opportunities, and give women resources that they can rely on to be to excel in the field. So ONPASSIVE is already doing this. And as women, we are also, women are starting their own businesses, and it's very significant to the economy and just contributing to it. So women are creating jobs, and they're building initiatives and products and services. So this has all been touched on so much. And as also, we can provide mentorships for women and for other women in the industry. Mentors are valuable tools, because women, as they're starting their careers, they can advance, they can depend on other women. We can mentor young women and girls that they can develop skills that they need to succeed in the tech industry. So this is so important that we come together and network together, and we provide mentorship for women. Like I said, we're advocating for diversity and inclusion in the industry because more and more women are starting to represent, and then we were underrepresented for so long, and then now groups are forming and moving up in the workforce. So, and one thing about it is there's no diversity and there's no inclusion. It's important for us to speak up and for men to speak up and to advocate for these policies, whether they're in in a workplace or whether it's in just anywhere in the world. But ONPASSIVE is creating this atmosphere, is creating this opportunity, and I just think that and Lister said this too. It's about promoting education and skill building. Like there are opportunities that we can get involved in to help women to learn skills and technologies. I'm not a technical person, so for me, it's just like this has been a learning curve, just doing some research and looking and then listening to you beautiful ladies presenting. And as we go and continue in the field and we develop skills that's needed to succeed in the industry and to help to advance everyone's career, and then we can rely on other women and their stories and their experiences, and they can show other women things in the tech field that are valuable and show them that they can make a difference because they made a difference too. So you can always lean on those people that have experience. And when you want to learn more, you go to the people that's already made it in the field and you learn from them. So these are some very important things. And we can be role models, as we said, surround ourselves with people that are inspiring, that are reaching for goals that you want to see, and reach out to other women. Don't be afraid to reach out and build relationships so that we can, be together and we can lift each other up. And someone just said that, I think Dr. Pat just said, advocate for equal pay. But one thing we don't have to worry about, because ONPASSIVE has already done this. Mr. Ashmafar has made the playing field even. So we don't have to worry about, a guy or a man or someone else making more than what we would, because we're all equal. There's no bias in ONPASSIVE. So I love that about ONPASSIVE. And then, use your voice. We all have a voice. Use your voice to speak up. And, it's important that we speak up and that we speak up for diversity and speak up for inclusion, and that we just speak out. Don't be afraid to change the status quo if it's out there. We can always look for fairness and for equality, inclusion. Always do that. Use your voice to speak up. Never be afraid to speak up, because we all have a voice. We are women, we're strong, and we do have a voice, and we have to use those voices to make sure that we are out there in the industry. And also, women are the future, and we're making a difference. We're paving the way for other women. We're paving the way for other people. And just so many ideas and so many things that are going on. ONPASSIVE has created a future where we can all be equal, that everyone is equal. We're all on the even playing field. And so the opportunity to succeed is there in the industry. So just wanted to say just those few words and just keep striving as women. We are all beautiful. We're strong. I'm just so blessed to be surrounded by such intelligent and such wonderful, beautiful women that lift me up every single day. And I really appreciate you all. I love you all, and Engineer Mike, of course, that you've given us this platform and you've encouraged us to be better. And because of you guys, I am better. And because of you, every day I strive to be better. So thank you so much. Blessings and favor to everyone.
Wow. Again, thank you, Sister Joyce. Yes, we can't thank Engineer Mike enough. As you guys are here, your faces are out there. People are knowing you. You start being that mentor. So be prepared to be mentor. And thank you, Engineer Mike, for the beautiful background in the color of the month, and green, purple, white, and green. We try to be in the colors. Use your voice. A lot of women, we don't want to use our voice because we think that for us, when we use our voice, they don't see it as being assertive. If a man uses a voice, they say he's assertive. A woman uses a voice, they say she's aggressive. So please, don't get put into that stereotype. Use your voice. It is there for you to use it. I know because we are mothers, we think we are women by nature, we are mothers. It doesn't mean that you have to have born a child. We're nurturing. So we tend not to use our voice because we think it is aggressive. No, guys who use it say, oh, they're assertive. That's an assertive man. Please, women, use your voice. It is okay to be assertive. And you said it, that women are great entrepreneurs. If anybody have watched this Shark Tank, that show Shark Tank, I'm not good at names, but there's one shark that said every woman that I've invested in has made me a lot of money. Because we are smart, brilliant, results driven. We can do it. Use your voice. And again, as you said, you rightly said, ONPASSIVE has put us in a plain level field by providing us a platform, all women, that a lot of these resources will be there for us to network, for us to improve our knowledge, for us to better ourselves. Thank you, thank you. And this platform, Engineer Mike, that has put here, it came true because of ONPASSIVE. This is another way of it bridging that gap. Because you've brought, I don't know whether you did it intentionally or not, you've put all women on this platform. Maybe that's your way to showcase that they are great women. I didn't think that I'm a great woman. I never spoke in public, but I'm surprised at the caliber of women you have here, the way they speak, the way they articulate themselves, and the confidence they come across. And every day it pushes us to be more confident. So this is a platform for us, again, using ONPASSIVE to the effect of ONPASSIVE, reduce that gap. So without wasting time, I'm going to call on Queen Bridget. Come on down. Bridget Kamsi, come on down.
Oh my goodness. You all have said everything. So what am I going to say now?
Smile.
Okay. Well, women in technology. What a day, what a day, what a day. Well, ONPASSIVE, I think our CEO, Ash Mufara, is a genius. He actually thought out everything and planned it out very well. The fact that he dwells on AI, it's amazing. AI is the key in all that we're doing. First, I would like to say that he hired all the talented women that work in Hyderabad Tech City. For instance, our chat, that's a woman, right? Sona. So we have all of these talents in Hyderabad Tech, high tech city. So women in technology and in ONPASSIVE, that part is done. But what I would like to say is, you all have given some statistics about the fact that not too long ago, we didn't have that many women in technology, but as time goes on, for instance, in AI will and has always been, it will continuously shape every corner of our lives in the coming years. In healthcare, for instance, in finance, in education and government. So I would say since about 2018, there has been an up moving of gender diversity when it comes to AI. In 2019, for instance, they counted about 22% of all AI and computer science women were made up 22% of AI and computer science. And these women have been shaping up they're the ones that are going to shape the future and the next generation to come. I can give a few examples of some of the women that are out there in AI, and they're pioneers in their own right in AI, and they're doing remarkable things. There's a lady called Joy Boalam Wimi. I think I don't know if I can pronounce the name very well, but she's a founder of the Algorithmic Justice League, and her pioneering work in that algorithmic bias as a graduate student from MIT opened the world's eyes to gender equality. And she's the one that came up with the facial recognition that we all use. And I'm sure we're all familiar with that. And then there's another lady called Mia Shadan. She's the CEO of Lighthouse 3, a research and advisory firm based in Oakland, California. Mia advises large organizations on responsible innovation at scale with new and emerging technologies in AI. So we have people like that. And then there's another person that I like very much. Her name is Timnit Gebru. Timnit is a computer scientist who works algorithmic bias and data mining. She's an advocate for diversity in technology and co-founder of the Black in AI, a community of Black researchers in artificial intelligence. As a co-founder of that group of Black AI, she works to increase diversity in the field, and she reduces the negative impacts of racial bias in training in the data mining, So people like that, they've made a difference, like we talk about bridging the gap. So they've really contributed, and we have so many other people. So I guess we're really, Ash decided to use AI for a reason. That's the way to go. We're only going better and better, higher and higher with AI. And so I'm so pleased that we as women, we're in ONPASSIVE, and we're going to take advantage of what he has presented to us. So that's all I have to say. And thank you for those who have spoken before me. I guess you've just said everything.
Wow, thank you. You see, everybody comes to the different angle. Nobody said what you said. So thank you for highlighting some of the great women in technology. And thank you for keep on showing us how ONPASSIVE is being effective and closing the gap. If anybody doesn't know, the voice of OChat is a female voice, Sonia, that just showed that our CEO really value women. And AI is going to help a lot of us to do things hands-free, right? Hands-free. So a woman that tends to multiple tasks, they are then either cooking, breastfeeding the baby, working, being a wife, running around. AI will help them to be in technology with ease. So ONPASSIVE is doing that. ONPASSIVE is being effective in bridging that gap. So thank you, Sister Bridget Kamsi, for bringing that angle of it. AI is very important, and our products are all driven by AI. And once we have the AI machine learning perfected, a woman can get her business, an AI business, her technology business going while she's breastfeeding her child, while she's cooking food in the house, because we have to multiple tasks. That is just the nature of things. It doesn't mean that the men are not helping. We know Engineer Mike here is very hands-on with the kids. So, but we keep trying to bring up both our female and male children, that it is all equal so they can work hand in hand. Without wasting time, I know we've gone past our 1 hour, but I left the Smiley Queen last because I want her to smile today. Smile with Dr. Benny Blessing. Dr. B, come on down. Tell us your views on this topic. Women in technology, ONPASSIVE, what the effect is. Come on down.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. I thought, wow, this time I'm the last, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Pat, for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank each and everyone, especially our queens here. You guys started first and you guys have spoken. I don't think I need to say a word. But thank you for giving me this opportunity. I want to thank my God for giving me the opportunity. I want to thank God because God make a woman. You know, they always say, God make man, man make woman, woman make Satan, Satan's for you.
Sister Dr. Benny will kill me. Hello, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, I want to thank our God for sending this, our visionary to all of us, because as our queens have spoken, that our CEO loves women. Why? Women are smart, oh, they are. But a lot of men, they don't know that. They don't. They always put women down all the time. But I want to thank God that within ONPASSIVE, women can do something. Thank you, Mr. Ash, Brother Ash. Anyway, happy International Women's Day. Actually, it is every day. It's not only yesterday, it's every day. And it's not only for this month, it's every day. Now, women in technology. Women empowers girls and women to excel in science, technology, engineering, the art, and maths. From the classroom to the boardroom. We do this by providing female students in middle schools, high schools, and college with education, exposure, and experience. Where is women in technology located? Do you guys know that it's located in Washington, D.C.? Man, I did not know that. Anyway, thank you, Engineer Mike, for giving us this, because I did not know that it is located here in Washington, D.C. My goodness. Anyway, Women in Technology is located in Washington, D.C. metropolitan area in the memory of Deirdre Haskell. She was born in 1960 and she died in 2019. Deirdre dedicated and contribution in women in technology. Let me just say that being a woman in tech is no easy feat. You are breaking into a field that is historically been male dominant. And you are doing it with grace, intelligence, and a lot of hard work. But you know what? You are absolutely killing it. You are showing the world that women belongs in tech just as much as men. Speaking of killing it, let us talk about the benefit of being a woman in tech. For one thing, you get to be part of an industry that constantly innovating and changing. You get to work with some of the brightest minds in the world, and you get to use your skills to make a real difference in people's life. Plus, let us not forget about the awesome salary and perks. You know, for us, being in tech, not only being a nurse, right? Working so hard, double. Being in technology, the salary, I can feel it. I can feel it. Working with women in tech. So women have been making incredible contribution to tech for years. And you know what? You have the same potential to make an impact. So go ahead, ladies, and go ahead, man. Go ahead and break down the barrier. Show the world what you are made of. You are enough and you deserve to be there. All right. So when it comes to our ONPASSIVE, instead of women in tech, breaking down the statistics. Now, with the dawn of a new decade, the conversation around women in tech has become more mainstream. As of 2020, 17% of computer science-related roles are filled by women, according to the National Center for Women and Information Technology. However, this figure is a step in the right direction compared to 26 years ago, when the percentage was only 11%, as Sister Listra, you talk about 11%, right? It happens in 1994. Now, the total number of women in tech-related positions decreased by 2.1% from 2020 to 2021 of a sample of 552,751 tech employees across 26 companies. 141,038 employees are women. Of the 141,038 in technologies related, 79,163, which sum up to 56%. Can you believe that there are women in colors? Hey, people like moi. Yes, people like moi. I'm a woman of color. Okay. As of 2022, women hold 26%, 26.7% of the technology job. Women in tech, how mentorship and scholarships are making a difference. As creating communities, you have to provide a safe and supportive for all women. Entrepreneur, women are creating jobs and building innovative products and services, providing mentorships. A mentor can guide, advise, and support them as they navigate. Advocate for diversity and inclusion. Promote education and skills building, making women to learn new skills. Inspiring the next generation to serve as a role model for young girls. I know that it is important that I will do my best to be a role model to our younger girls. I want to do what it takes because I know that they are very, very smart. Now, in the technology industry, women are the future, and they are making a difference, paving the way within their innovative ideas, unwavering support, and relentless ambitions. From large technologies company to tech startup, countless females' voices are rising and setting an example of leadership and of excellence. We are women within ONPASSIVE. A woman is a teacher, a great woman in tech. People want to know what you have that ignite and flame within. We can help great women for tomorrow. As we all know, since I know that I'm getting older, but we have children who are willing, and they're willing to learn. We can do what it takes to help them. And that is why we have ONPASSIVE. Our young girls, I know that most of them, they will not sit only to become a wife, but they will do what it takes to educate themselves. As we all know that education is the key to success. To be good is not good enough. You have to exceed expectation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. I said the smiling queen. So you've heard all the queens they've spoken from the angle of statistics. We've seen that we are making stride to close that gap, but we're not there yet. Yeah, we've gone from 11%, maybe 17%, 26% in the tech job. We're not there yet. So we have to continue making that stride. And we've come, Sister Naka, all of you have shared the gender stereotypical type of jobs. You see a nurse, it has to be a woman. You see a doctor, it has to be a man. We'll have great doctors. So we're not there to break that barrier yet, but we're going to continue doing it. Sister Benny, you made a song that we used to sing back home as a joke. But the woman was smart enough to take Adam with her down, right? So we're smart. We've been smart from creation. So let's keep working hard. Let's keep in the gap. We want to thank our CEO for giving us this opportunity to be in a technological company. And thank you, Engineer Mike, for all this type of platform. So our young ladies can see that it is okay to be in technology and there are easier solutions that you can operate in technology. You can be an entrepreneur of your own. using this tool that ONPASSIVE is going to develop. So, closing the gap, changing the narrative, the stereotypical of thinking that computer science, a woman should not be there, mathematics, a woman should not be there, and digital technology, a woman should not be there. We are supposed to be everywhere. So, Engineer Mike, I don't know if I have any video or anything to close, but I want to thank you all, great queens, from Queen Yasmin to Amina, Listra, Joyce, Bridget, Naka, and Benny.
One more
Yes,
thing.
go ahead.
Yes, please. I really want to thank our CEO, as well as we do have, remember, if you go to Hyderabad, it's not only the men there, right? In the tech, we do have females in the Hyderabad as well as Dubai. We
Yes.
have a lot of females working in the tech environment. So I believe that they need to give us more opportunities, especially to the ladies, because they are willing to do it. What a man can do, please forgive me, a woman can do better, right? But please forgive me. Yes. Anyway, continue, sister.
Well, God made all of us in his image and said it was good. He didn't say that a woman is half a man. Yes, so let's continue to strive to close this gap, because as Sister Benny has said, the pay in technology is good, and a lot of women are the one running the house, right? We have a lot of single mothers, we have a lot of women running the house, so having a good paying job would reduce their stress. So, Engineer Mike, I don't know whether you have any video or you have anything to share. I'm going to pass it over to you, but thank you for giving us this opportunity again today to come and express ourselves on different topics. Hopefully, you'll give us an easier topic next week. But hey, we're in technology, so we're supposed to start speaking technological terms. So hopefully, you're going to push us to be there. Thank you. Over to you, Engineer Mike.
Yes, Doctor. Thank you, everybody. Dr. Pat, I'm not sure this topic should end this week. We should continue it next week again. I'm not sure everybody has said everything that they want to say. I'm seeing people still boiling. I mean, like,
yes.
It's not the end. We'll continue next week.
Yeah, at least it's a Women History Month, right?
Yes.
And the topic for Women International Day is Women in Technology. So why should we talk technology? So I don't see anything wrong to talk about technology in all of March. I can see my sister Amina and Yasmin, they're bubbling.
Amina and Yasmin, they are boiling.
Like, they have a lot of things to share, but because of the time restriction, so we'll give, because this is a way to mentor, to inspire other women that are watching us, that I can be in technology, I can speak like that, I can be confident like they are doing. So yes, Engineer Mike, I agree with you. I think since this is the month for women, and this is the theme for International Women's Day, we should talk technology all the way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pat. Wow. It was an evening, eh? It's as if let's not finish. I mean,
Engineer Mike, you have to find the number of the women in brand ambassadors.
Okay.
Yes.
There are so many.
Statistics.
Let me give you people another statistics. The reason why you all are here, okay? So Dr. Pat asked the question, why are we selected to be here? I went to the first time I went to the Somali community. Amina and Yasmin. Yasmin was the co-host of the last event that took place there. I was on the panel as usual with other leaders, and Amina was on fire, and Yasmin, both of them. I'm like, who are these ladies? I mean, like, so they, in their community, they are the people, they are like the voice of their community. I look at it, I'm like, okay. And Dr. Benny and myself, who have always done things together, all. When you look at Lister, it's the same thing. You go to Naka. Naka is the person who brought the whole of our country into ONPASSIVE, okay? So go to Dr. Patience, the same. Go to Joyce. Joyce, they are the people who go and take care of those homeless people in Michigan. Can you imagine? Dr. Patience go right up to Nigeria for philanthropic work. Bridget, accounts that bought accounts for people all around the globe and in PNG. Can you imagine? So if you look at it, that is our road, okay? That's what linked us. Lisa and the sister doing philanthropy go right to India. Gemma is just coming from India months ago. So all when you look at that, all the link is we are linked in in a very big, how can I put it, in a very big mesh. It's like a mesh, right? A spider web. All of us do the same thing, right? The only thing is the gender, but it's the same thing, the same spirit that we have for our CEO. That's what I've brought us all here together, right? We don't have our Ivy Mix tonight with us. Ivy Mix too. That's what she does. She goes right to Ghana, do a lot of philanthropic work there. So all of us are linked here because of that. Amadine is not here with us today again. Amadine, too, if you go to Haiti, she want to do a lot of construction, reconstruction of the cities because they have had a lot of war. Like the same thing like Amina, Yasmin, and Abdi Aloso, they are planning for Somalia. Can you imagine? So it's all about all of us are just hooked up together in the same, same spot, right? So thank you, everybody. I mean, we will continue this topic, but let's end it with that same video. I'm not sure everybody saw that video when I showed it up. It's about our technology. This will be one of our topics after we finish the Women Month. Oh my goodness. That was a good one there. Yes. Ladies, I want to say thank you to all of you. Your input is always very, very valuable. We are in that point in time that, hey, if you people want to know, I mean, like these videos are produced by us ourselves, right? I got lessons from Amina and Yasmin. Can you imagine? They actually taught me how to make those videos. Yeah. That's all we can do within ourselves in ONPASSIVE, right? And again, on Sunday, I showed Nakade the webinar for Sunday. Let's teach people how to do that landing page things, okay? So we'll teach people how to do landing page on Sunday. If you come there, you'll learn how to do your own landing page that you can use during this period. This is the period, right? To learn how to do that landing page. I'm an expert there now, Yasmin. Don't even look at me. I'm telling you, don't try me. Yeah. So everything.
Now I'm jealous. I want to do this video in Somali language. I will just borrow and make the same version in Somali language. It's nice.
Go ahead.
Because my community do not understand a lot of the.
Anything for you, Yasmin. Just go take it. Get it. No worries.
You did it. You made it nice, really.
I'm trying. I've learned from you, and I just graduated, right?
No, you are putting your engineering spices. It's better than mine. Totally.
Okay, Yasmin. No, but I'm that kind of a person that I'm not ever ashamed to tell you who taught me something, okay? Because I like us to you people says the word today is connections, right? The word today was connections, for you people to interconnect, for you people to network, networking, connection, and you, Amina and Yasmin, you people are experts in that. So many people need to learn how to do that and all of that. I just want to appreciate you all. Thank you very much, everybody. So let's meet again next week, Monday, with the same topic, and Thursday. The women still have a lot to talk about. Then we'll get another nice topic after that will have a lot. Thank you, everybody. Night, our viewers. We are so in it to win it. We want to thank all our CEO and the teams in Hyderabad, in the UAE, everybody. Thank you. So in it to win it.
In it to win it.